afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Reselling Dirt. I am your host, Bonnie. Today's episode, we are talking about the Poshmark Sharing Tool by Wise Solutions, which, if you guys have been listening, that is Rachel's company. This is her sharing tool that she has created. So, disclaimer right up front, guys, she has nothing to do with this episode. She does know I'm doing a review, but she is not sponsoring our show in any way, shape, or form. And that's it. So let's get started in the review. So when you go to her website and you're checking out the program, it is very simple to follow. Anyone can understand it. If you are looking for the sharing tool, you just click on the sharing tool. If you are looking for more than that, you definitely can find more information if you want to find out more information about her. All of that is also on her email, her website. So you've got her sharing tool, frequently questions, contact us more, and the shopping part of it, the store, right? Which is where you want to buy the sharing tool from. So in the sharing tool, she's got a lot of great information on how it works and everything. And she tells you that taxes are included in the sharing tool. You have three options for the sharing tool. You have the monthly subscription, which is $31.80. You have the 6-month solution, which is $181.26 for 6 months. And you have the year, which is $343.44. So I know those seem kind of like a lot, but when you think about it, it's $1 a day for the monthly subscription. So you can add $1 a day per item that you list on Poshmark, okay? So, and how much time is this actually going to save you? That's the real question, right? Well, guess what, guys? It saves quite a bit of time. Honestly, it really does. So, price-wise, it's a little bit high, right, for what it is, but guess what? It's a Chrome extension. So that automatically makes it a little bit more worth it, because instead of it being something that you have to take forever to download, it is super easy to download. Anyone can do it, and it takes about 5 seconds to download it. So after you click which one you want, if you want the month, the 6-month, or the year, then it takes you to the next screen, which has the checkout, which it wants your email address, your name, your first and last name, the referral, which, like, if you're listening from here and you say, oh, well, I got it from the Unique Store or Bonnie, you put that in there. And then if you have any discount codes, that would go in there, and then your credit card information, and you hit pay. And it's all done through PayPal. You can do PayPal or credit card. So if you do PayPal, you know that you're getting your satisfaction guarantee. It's backing everything. It's legit, right? So let's take that mindset off. So woohoo, legit company, yes. PayPal's backing it, yes, right? So that gives it 5 stars right there. Now, I do think that she needs a free trial basis. If it's a day, if it's 2 days, if it's 3 days, she needs to have that, so that way you can test it out, because just by checking out this tool, it doesn't do it justice. Honestly, it really doesn't. I've watched her videos. I've looked at all of her videos, all of her people's comments. Everybody has great things to say about the tool, but to actually experience the tool and to see it is two totally different things. And after experiencing the tool, it's amazingly awesome. Now, the other complaint that I have, besides the free, if you want to call it complaint, I wouldn't call it complaint, I would just say suggestion, is that it needs to be on the phone, the app, because that's where most people share from, is the phone instead of the laptop. But right now she doesn't have that, but, who knows what's coming down the pipeline? It might be coming, and that would be great if it is, because a sharing tool on the phone would be much better than the laptop, my opinion. Okay, so after you hit the submit, you get the little email, and it tells you, that, okay, great, you've ordered the sharing tool, awesome. Now you've got to hit the extension. Now, it's super easy to follow, because she literally has the instructions right after you click the OK. It's 5 little steps, and you click on the website for the extension. It literally takes you there, and then all you have to do is download it, and that's it. Now, once it gets downloaded, it goes up in the corner, and you see this. It's called the PST tool. Okay. Now, the only thing that I had trouble with, and that was me, is the fact that when you go to that little tool, it wants a code, and the email code and that are not the same exact thing, and same thing with the directions. Each one of the names is totally different, but they're all the same. So in the directions it says your unique code. In the Poshmark app it said something like your Posh app code or something like that. And then in the email it says your license key. So the license key is the code that you need to put in. So in that aspect, I wish they all said the same thing, just because that took me a couple minutes to figure out which one she was talking about. But then after I got it, that was it. So you have two options when you've gotten this done. You have the classic version, which says get your potty on, which is a split, and then you have the speed, which is a full screen. So if you don't have any parties going on, you don't need the classic one, obviously. But if you do, then you want to hit that one and then you hit start. So then what it does is it alters your screen and it gives you this great maroon bar. It's hugely long. And all that you have to do is, if you want to start from the very, very bottom and go up, you can do it that way. You can share it any way you want. It's all up to you on how you want to share. Now, I didn't know this. I actually was talking to her about the sharing tool because I was curious on certain things. And one of the things was that there was this little star, and she told me what the star on the bottom meant, which I had no idea if that's what it meant. The little star on the bottom starts off with a 0, and once you share, it actually then counts how many you've shared. So then it goes to 1 or 2. Right? So you click on that first one, and that maroon bar then goes into the next screen, and you have these two big maroon bars right next to each other. If you picked the get your party on, and it says to your followers or to whatever party's happening. So if you click to your followers, and then it goes to the next one, goes back to that other screen, and now that one that you had shared on is now pink. Now, I love that because now I know I've shared that. The only thing I wish that it would do is, if you get sidetracked like I seem to always do, is if you click on that pink bar again, it then goes back to the maroon bars again, and you have exactly the same exact thing that you did before. So you don't know if you shared it to your followers or if you shared it to your Posh party. That's the reason why I wish like that would change. And I get that you don't have to have a like there's no limit to sharing it in the Posh party or your followers. I understand that. But for me, if I've already shared it to my followers, I don't want to share it to them again. Same thing with the Posh party. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather send it to the Posh party and my followers. So I wish these could change colors, but unfortunately they don't. So that's something for me personally, I wish could be changed. Now, you can share your closet and you can share on the feed, and that's it. You can't, so if someone comes in your news area and say they shared something from your closet, you have to then go into their closet to be able to share their stuff in their closet. You can't just do it from your news feed, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of good because you have to physically go into their closet and share something. You can't just randomly pick, you can randomly pick something that way. When it comes to your followers, and if you want to click followers, there's no way of altering that screen either. So you've still got your little followers in every little page. So that I kind of wish was a little bit bigger, just because of the fact of it's so tiny, just like the shares are. But hey, you know what? And you can still do it in parties too. So you could go into a party and you could share somebody's stuff by altering the screen there too. So basically, the main thing for this tool is if you're going to share your closet or anyone else's or on the feed, that is what this is for. Anything besides that, it's not really for that. Now, again, I truly do wish it was on the phone. That would be, to me, way worth it. $1 a day isn't bad. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. I would just personally, for me, I would pay for it if it was on the phone. Because when I'm sitting there watching TV or at the doctor's office, or you're waiting in line at a checkout, you could totally share like a bunch of stuff if this was on your phone. Like, I could see this working so amazingly on your phone compared to the laptop. I get the laptop. I like the laptop version of it, but I could see how this would just like explode if it could go on the phone. And I'm sure she's thought of that. I'm sure she's thinking about that. I'm sure she's figuring out how to do it. I'm sure they're coming up with much more stuff. But that to me is like, okay, get it on the phone. And if you can't get it on, like Android, I would just focus on Apple. But I know there's a lot of people that have Android, so you kind of gotta go both ways. But I would try it, and I think it would be amazing just on the phone. Like, I could just see so many aspects of the phone, it being awesome. So that is pretty much it, really, guys. I mean, it is an awesome sharing tool. So if you want to grade it, so here at the Unique Store, we've got to be different and unique, right? So we have created our own grading system, and it's called the shopping bag. So you have one shopping bag that the system, the software, or whatever we're grading is E, and then 5 obviously is awesome. So we are going to give her software a 4 bag. And the reason why we're giving her a 4 shopping bag is because of the fact, like I said, I think there's a little bit of room to grow. Like, the app for the phone, the changing the color so besides the stars, I mean, the count on the stars is great, but if you've shared it to the party, you don't want to share it to the party again, or if you shared it to your followers again, you don't want to share it. I think that needs to be changed. And then also the free trial. So that's why she gets 4 shopping bags, because there's definitely room on this to grow and be better than what it already is. So she gets 4 shopping bags. Yay, 4 shopping bags. Anywho, that is it for this episode. If you guys want to check out Rachel's product tool, her sharing tool, I will leave the website in the description, and we will get Rachel back on here and we will talk to her, and maybe we can find out some of her upcoming stuff that she is working on. So until then, remember, guys, keep on flipping on.